Okay, what is going on, guys? Good news and bad news. We'll start with the good, maybe, perhaps. The good news is I'm back, finally. I was unwell, you guys probably would have known that based on my posts on my YouTube, my other videos maybe, and then maybe my Instagram if you do follow it. I've been unwell, I got the booster shot, and I wasn't feeling great. I was down for a few days. I've still got this weird rash on my neck. I don't know if you guys can actually see it, but we're feeling good. So we're back. We're also feeling a bit sassy. We're feeling a bit mysterious. We're feeling a bit exciting, hyperactive, which, other than the hyperactive part, that sounds a lot like Jessica Jones. So, we are watching Jessica Jones today, guys. We're back again, and that brings me to the bad news. The bad news is Jessica Jones is being removed from Netflix in 2 weeks. The good part about that is that somehow I managed to, in my mind, decide like a month ago that I was going to binge all the Marvel shows because I hadn't seen them before. And somehow I managed to do that so perfectly to the point where I finished them before this deadline. But the issue is I'm reacting to Jessica Jones, which is a slower process. So we have got, this is episode 5 that we're about to watch. We've got, I think, 9 episodes to watch in 2 weeks. And yeah, that's the bad news. So if there's a couple of reactions in the next couple of weeks where I'm wearing the same stuff, maybe, I don't know, maybe I feel a little less energetic, maybe I've been watching all day or something, that is because I've already been watching it. And I guess the good thing that comes out of all of this for you guys is guaranteed Jessica Jones reactions, because they will be recorded on my computer no matter what happens to me sickness-wise, unless I can't edit, which is quite unlikely. There will be Jessica Jones videos coming out regularly. And I've been tempted to do a Jessica Jones week, which means literally uploading Jessica Jones every day for a whole week, if that interests anyone. So that's all the news out of the way, guys. I'm going to leave that there. We've already gone 2 minutes, and I want to get started on the reaction. As ever, guys, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Let's get straight into it.
Sense it, the darkness in people. The shit they've done.
All I'm saying is you know I'm on the side of right.
Do we?
No!
Oh, Trish showed up! Oh, shoot, Trish!
One day, you'll meet your match, and you'll be exposed.
What?
What?
Trish, I need your help. Happy to help.
Ooh! How dare they leave Netflix, you know? It's gutting. I would have binge watched them again, too.
But some things just won't stay buried.
This is Trish. And she's asked for her help.
Where do we start?
But what does that actually mean, though? Because it seemed kind of cryptic what Jess was doing. Is that just me?
We'll get him. He's only human.
All he does is collect
Wow.
diplomas and expertise in everything.
That just sounded like such a cocky, unnecessary line from Trish. We'll get him. He's only human. I mean, so are you. Like, just because you have abilities doesn't make you invincible. We know that from Jess. She just got stabbed. I don't like this overly self-obsessed, overly confident, because too much confidence is not good. And she's got that right now. And it's going to end up, something's going to happen. And it's going to, I thought that her being, like, you know, kicked around by Jess a little bit would have been that something.
Stakeout.
Yeah, you're gonna need water, kelp juice, or whatever.
Hey, I've done a stakeout before. Everything I need is in my
Jess
car.
needs alcohol.
Fine.
He's facing 2 superheroes now.
Superheroes. I don't like it when she calls herself
Well,
that.
you are our one advantage.
I never tried.
What the... Is that some sort of acting? Or... the whole setup and everything. So he has a job. And well, they say psychopaths are the best at fitting into normal societies, and you'll never be able to spot one. Like I said, I wouldn't be surprised if he just stakes out Jessica Jones, and you know what I mean. Like they'll have the whole arc of like Jess is staking him out, and Jess and Trish are looking for him, and they're doing this PI work to try and find him. You know, they're doing a stakeout. They're staying somewhere. only to find out that, like, he's one step ahead. It's going to be something like that, right? Like that one step ahead kind of thing.
An idiot. I'm one of
Wow.
those idiot women.
No, you're not.
He agreed to this ludicrous open marriage and like...
That's the
thinking I'm
releasing
doing
of the
this
information.
cheating.
You didn't know about the theft.
Like, who steals from his dead daughter's foundation? Like, who does that?
The crazy thing is what she's not going to be happy when she finds out Jerry's the one that
What do
instigated
I
that, is
do?
she?
Nothing.
It's unbearable.
Okay. You know what?
I don't like this side of Jerry. It's manipulative.
He's gonna get
Well,
through it.
that is Jerry, to be fair.
Peter, you're not welcome here.
Shut up. I didn't see it at first, but now it is so clear. How your black soul just seeps out of you.
Poetic.
Ooh!
Everything was fine.
Until you showed up.
You show up, everything's ruined.
I'm not going to go over it again because I feel like I go over it way too much. Guys, this is what I feel like we're missing with the missed opportunity, is Hogarth's potential. And where they could have gone with her character if they had continued that IGH sort of storyline and Kilgrave's, Kilgrave's remains and, what could have been done with that. That's what I think was missing, because there's such a dark spiral for her that can happen, but when she doesn't get what she wants, and she's been backed into a corner to the point where she has to force what she wants. If that doesn't work out, what does she do? It goes dark, but we're not going to get there. Well, at least I don't think we are.
I can't even look at you. Like, I never look at you again.
Bro, he's mad at Jerry. She should feel guilty because, like,
Go home, Peter.
she's done that because of maliciously. But, like,
Negotiate a reduced
I
sentence.
don't know. What would you do? Like, if
He'll
you
be
were
out in 6 years.
told something crazy about someone's partner, what would you do? Bro, Jerry's coming across with this vibe of, like, you can't have her, no one can. Oh, I can't have her, no one can sort of thing, Like, that sounds like Kilgrave. And I say it again and again. Kilgrave did exactly the same thing with Jess. I can't have you, no one
stop
can.
having to prove yourself?
He just added the photo to a hidden album.
It could be a trophy.
We have to get it.
Wow,
Not by breaking in.
she's gone in.
Trish.
For goodness sakes, Trish.
God damn it. Just trust me for once.
I agree that Jess needs to trust a little bit more, but there could be all sorts in that flat, Dude, he's even got, like, hidden files and all sorts. It's crazy. Don't you dare tell me this is photos of people, like, moments before their death. It is, isn't it? Wow. It's kind of sickening, Someone's coming back. So she's found the photos. She's got images of it on her phone. She's taking photos of everything. She really is turning out like a bit like Jess, isn't she? She just needs to sort out that motive.
I know the appeal.
Let me just ask a question. Is this him
For some
staking out his
people,
next victim? Or is
It's
he
just an act.
acting for
Inside they
Jess?
crave love.
Well, I will say, I have a few theories already. Okay, usually, one thing about, serial killers is they usually have an agenda. They usually have a reason to do what they do, whether it's some sort of surrogacy, whether it's revenge almost, whether they're just recreating a moment in their life. There's usually some kind of motive. That's why they have certain types of victims, or what would you call it, types, I guess you'd say. I can't remember the actual name for it. That's why they have those sorts of urges, and that's why they do things a certain... That's why they have an MO, right? They usually do things in certain ways, and so far, if I'm piecing this together correctly, I'm theorizing this is his MO, right? Okay. Well, usually people like this, people have some kind of backstory or something that happened in their past that is quite severe. Now, what I'm noticing already is that from those photos, I think most... Okay, where was I? I had to go hang out the washing, so a little bit AFK for a second, but I think I remember. I was talking about profiling. What do I think about his profile and what do I think that he could be doing? So, he kills people. As of right now, I don't know exactly how he does that. He used a knife for Jess, but I don't think he was intending... I guess he was intending to kill the other guy, so that must be his motive, right? Knife, something to do with that. Now, that leads me to suspect him, and the reason that is because it seems right now he's doing a bit of a stakeout of his own. Obviously, he'll be looking for new victims if he is a serial killer psychopath, and like I said, he will be doing this in a ritualistic way, maybe trying to relive something, maybe something in his past happened, maybe he has some sort of vendetta against a group of people, and he obviously will potentially has a type as well. So, what he's staking out, which I've just noticed, is There's a lady, I think she's a prostitute, and there's a guy who seems almost like you'd sort of suspect that he's your typical sort of potential gang member or something, like the way he acts and just the way, you know, obviously I could be wrong, I could be completely wrong, but just I'm getting the vibe that he's got some sort of connections criminally, or maybe he's just not the best person. And the way he's holding this woman or handling this woman is violent and unnecessary. Now, I spoke before about the potential of hurting people that do the wrong bad things, or potentially maybe he witnesses something happen to his mother, or something in his past happened, and maybe he does have a thing against men. I don't remember completely whether that folder Trish was looking through was all men. That may be his, you know, victim of choice, but yeah, so I'm thinking that potentially something happened to him, potentially he witnessed something, and potentially this is almost like a revenge act. It's a recreation and an attempt to almost satisfy these fantasies. Now, the reason that means I don't trust the person that Jess is involved with is because he tried to kill him, and there was something to do with like the whole money and the bribery, etc. Why would he try and kill him out of just like, obviously I think they sort of said that potentially he may have had something on him, but it just seems a bit weird, you know. It seems very weird. Obviously he manipulated him, he bribed him, but it doesn't really fit the current theory I'm having with his typography, if that makes sense. Like, I'm looking at it, I'm going, it doesn't really fit, unless he literally went after him because he thought he knew something. But anyway, that's what I'm saying, guys. That's what I'm theorizing about this guy. I think it's a lot deeper than we think, and with most bad characters, they usually have a backstory. Just like Kilgrave, you know, he went through a whole bunch as a kid, and we had that episode in season 1 when you got to see, or you got to empathize with him and what was happening to him. I feel like we're gonna get that again. Wait, hold on a second. Literally, as soon as I pause it. What was that all about? He's just given a stranger money.
Go.
No way!
Go with me.
Stop it. Come on.
Oh.
God, get...
Swear to God.
Does he like fish his victims or something? Imagine that.
Why are you here?
Back at you.
None of your business. It's why you weren't invited.
Nobody wanted to be invited.
You give it a goddamn
Wow.
rest.
You dick swab.
What's going on?
Destroyer. No.
Howard.
Christ, another one?
She's my sister.
Yeah, the pleasure's all his.
Oh.
come on.
Barry! My name is Barry!
What the Unless he's protecting her. Imagine like he's been threatened by him or something, or I mean, if his person of choice is potentially, well, prostitutes, he could be just trying to protect her from him. I don't know, like I don't understand why he's associated with that guy, and why not say anything? I mean, you're investigating him with Jess. Why not say anything?
I was following your pal, Salinger.
My pal? Jesus, you think... I was trying to get Brianna
Barry!
someplace safe!
So he was protecting
I've
her.
been doing this a long time.
I don't know.
No one has ever made me.
I'm gonna say this now, guys, I'm sorry, but like, I have this weird thing against him, and I can't pin it, and I can't figure it out, but I just don't trust the guy. And I don't know what it is, and I feel like potentially I'm being fooled by, well, basically what Jess has experienced and the trust issues. It's hitting me hard. Like, I've seen her be screwed that many times over, you know, to the point where I'm just like, I don't know who to trust. I don't know who I should trust, or whether I should trust them at all. And that's how I feel. And I feel potentially I'm not trusting him when I should be. My gut says do not trust him. It says do not trust him. And to an extent, for Jess to be cautious. But then my heart right now is saying that he's genuine and he's just trying to protect someone, like I said before.
I'm dealing with a crazy person.
Oh, say that to me again.
Get your things.
What?
I have a job for you.
I'm on vacation.
Well, then your schedule's open.
Does he really want to help,
How much is
though?
in here?
I like this, you know, that they're coming back
Who's this guy?
together.
It's important.
Bro, this is what's going to bring them back together, isn't it?
Okay.
Come on, yes!
I'll just need the specifics, like who I'm protecting her from.
A serial killer, which is dangerous.
This guy's giving me a headache.
Is he really?
Malcolm?
Wait, really?
No
Oh,
way.
wow. Is that because of the conflict with Jerry? Alcohol.
What do you got?
It's a good bet that all of them are missing. The disappearances span 10 years.
Wow.
Those are just the ones we know
10
about.
years. Sorry guys, the colour on this camera is looking a bit I don't know. I hope it's alright. Oh my god, it really is rashy on my neck, isn't it? Can I just say one more thing before we get started? I cannot believe that Malcolm gives him a headache. Well, I can understand why, because, like, of the wrongdoing of crashing that guy, you know, the car, but he did it for the right reason, though. And the moral conflict with Jerry and the job he's in, it's not who he is. So, like, I can understand why he's getting it. It's just a small headache. I want to know if Trish gives him a headache.
Where are you going?
To beat the shit out of Salinger until he confesses.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
I'm gonna do it my way.
Do you think that I don't want to beat the shit out of Salinger? Of course I do.
She's trying to do it
I'm
the
not
way
an
that makes
idiot.
sense.
God forbid you actually talk about it.
Jess doesn't talk.
Is that thing to talk about?
Bro, you can understand why I'm getting annoyed. I don't like her because of what she did. And she acts like it's all Jess's problem. I know Jess has her issues, but she has perfectly good reason to be mad at you. You know, and to continue to be mad at you. But in this whole issue about my way, your way, no way, oh, for God's sakes.
Work it out.
Can you work it out though? Like, it's crazy how I look at her and I just see Jess's mum, you know?
Peter Leone? He posted this.
I betrayed my family.
Oh wow, he's made a
Especially the
video.
memory of my beloved daughter.
Uh-oh. Did he kill himself?
I would have tried to make it right.
No way. Oh!
Oh my God.
So he did.
Please listen. Oh God, I beg you, somebody stop her.
Oh my God. Now this is a huge, huge test of her character. What does she do? Does she get darker? Or does she realize and...
Police found him dead
You
in his
know?
bathtub.
Oh, for God's sake, could you please let it go?
Let it go? What? Really?
It's time.
Oh.
You murdered my mother.
Who murdered a lot of other people.
This is the sort of logic that creates the wrong in the world today. This person did this to me, I'm gonna do it back, but I'm still the better person. No, you're not. You've done exactly the same thing. Trish literally resolved murder with murder. Of someone who wasn't going out to murder people. Someone who was trying to make a change, a difference. You know, someone who's very close to her best friend, her sister. Oh, I think the flaws in her character are massive. I think it's crazy. One of the things I find most shocking about the show and the series is I went from loving her character, not understanding the hate, to looking back now and going, I cannot believe that character turned into this.
Are you okay?
Stay away from me.
See? Stay away from me. I knew it. It was the wrong way to do it, and it's going to have consequences.
I'm busy.
I don't
trying
like
to
him.
figure
I
out
don't
how to
know.
get rid of
I don't
eight
know,
bodies in
man.
Crowded City.
I like the other guy too much.
Bury them.
He was just sweet, you know.
Burn
Don't
them.
know.
Well, he was using it.
There might be trace evidence on it. Maybe it'll lead me to
Is that
something.
what was in the suitcases?
I
I
just-
hope not. I bloody well hope that's not what was in suitcases.
Feel free to leave me one of those burgers before you go.
You know what I will say? I like how sassy he is. I do. At first I thought it was fishy that he was so similar to her, but I like it, and I think they do match well.
Okay, that's my ride.
What? Wait. Wait.
What?
It's gonna be him, isn't it? This guy.
If you go back out on the street, you are an easy target.
I protect my own women.
Wow, really?
Can we just talk this out before you just...
For shit's sake, Gore!
The Malcolm's down, sort of. I don't like any of this right now. This is not looking good. Oh. Wait, so they're basically faking it to freak him out. Is that what that is?
Do I know you?
Ooh, don't talk to it. It's gross. Where is he going? Oh no. And that, let me guess.
That's where he hides them.
Don't listen.
What? Oh, I guess it's a water tank. What the? Yuck. Oh my god. Wow. Goodness sakes. It's a trap. What did I just say? Oh, shoot. She just tripped on, there's a tripwire, right? What's dropping? Oh! Is that gonna dissolve them or something? Destroy all the evidence? Is that some sort of chemical? Surely she can break out of there. Can she break out of there? Ooh! Ooh!
She has 30 seconds. 28.
God's sakes. Trust me back for it.
Jess,
That could be a bit of a healing factor when you think about it.
I chose you.
Just chose to save her, and he got away. That's definitely going to be helping their relationship. Just that one little act, you know.
I wish I didn't kill your mom.
She wishes she didn't kill her. Well, that's something, admitting. Surely that's partially admitting you're wrong, right?
What about my statement? We need your anonymity.
She needs to be anonymous, so Jess is going to take the issue. Jess is going to have to somewhat explain this to police, isn't she? I imagine she called the police, to be fair. Yep, what did I just say? For goodness sake. Oh. No way! No way! Why do I feel like he's kept him somewhat alive? Is it gonna end? You're kidding me. Of course, of course. Okay, typical Jessica Jones fashion, guys, leaving us on a ginormous cliffhanger. Jess's new love interest, you'd say, potentially has been killed. I don't know, like, he sort of took his pulse and then tapped him a bit, so part of me feels like he's gonna use him. It's not necessarily gonna be a kill him and it's over, because if you think about this, right, if he had the ability to blackmail Jess, I feel like it would be way more powerful than the ability to scare her. You know, like if he was to kill someone and threaten her. Like I feel like if he had the ability to blackmail her, it becomes a lot easier to get what he wants. And I spoke about this before, about if he really is as meticulous as he says he is, as he appears to be, and he has looked into Jess's past and Kilgrave and the whole situation, my bet is he's gonna try and somewhat replicate the Kilgrave's effect on Jessica Jones, because I mean, if he digs hard enough, he'll know that Kilgrave basically had her locked in his grasp for a very long time, and the way he did that was through manipulation, and of course it wasn't necessarily through just normal manipulation. It was through abilities, right? If he's as good as he says he is, how much of a victory would that be if he could replicate Kilgrave's abilities just using plain manipulation to get what he wants, to threaten her, to use her, to do exactly what Kilgrave did? That would be a fantastic plotline, in my opinion, to someone tried to copycat, in a way, the Kilgrave's effect on Jessica, you know? And that's what I think he may potentially do. I don't think he's dead. There's no way. I really don't think he's dead. I honestly think he'll use him. And this is going to become very dark for Jess, very emotional, and it's going to become more than just getting him. She's got people that she wants to protect now. So I would be intrigued to see that sort of Kilgrave arc sort of reintroduced slightly, you know, maybe even hallucinations come back with that. As for other than that big plot twist at the end, I think the only other thing that did happen was the big victory for him, which is basically all the evidence. I think it was all destroyed. It looked like a chemical agent dropped when the trap went off. The agent, or it was almost as if someone found that, the agent would destroy all evidence. That would be, you know, obviously that's quite meticulous. It's a contingency, like Kilgrave. And I think that's what he's done. I'm not completely sure because it was a little bit vague, but it seemed like a chemical. It was certainly killing Jessica, so chances are that lead is now empty. Like Jessica said, he has all the cards, and I think it's going to be a while till he doesn't. And to be honest with you, I feel like the only way we are going to resolve this, or Jess is going to resolve this, is through playing into his mind. There's got to be some sort of backstory, some sort of reason, some sort of motive behind what he does. Playing to that, just like she did with Kilgrave, learning from what she did with Kilgrave to put him away. Maybe I don't think she's gonna kill him. I don't think that's how this is gonna end. I think what's gonna happen is she's gonna learn from her mistakes with Kilgrave and the way that affected her. She's gonna go after him, play to his fantasies, if you will, and then, you know, take down the bad guy. That's just the way I see the show going. Yeah, that was a good episode. I don't really have a lot to say, guys. It's good to be back again with Jessica Jones after quite a little bit of time after being unwell, and probably going to be watching the next episode right away. It's fantastic to be releasing this again. I hope you guys did enjoy this video. If you did, as ever, smash the like button and subscribe to the channel for new content every single week. And as ever, don't forget to follow my Instagram, guys, BritishChap with 2 P's, link in the description below. And of course, let me know down below what you thought of this episode, the reaction. In comparison to last series, I sort of made some sort of distinctions between the two. I like the fact that there is a villain. I think it does sort of add another depth to it, unlike last season. But I did like last season too, so there are a lot of things that are different. But this is definitely a slow burner. It's one that's sort of, it's a long game. We're playing the long game here, guys. I'm excited to know what you guys think of it. But yeah, guys, anyway, that's all I've got to say. As ever, this has been your boy, BritishChap. Thanks for watching, and I'll catch you in the next one.